Well, today I got the hood taken back to Mike, and he was very gracious and did not make fun of me, even though he probably should have with my sand through. So what I'm going to be doing now on the car is just doing some final little things that need to be done, like need to go ahead and get the peanut butter put on this side of the car and get that turned back to black. That's really bad shape on that side, and then touch up the rest of the plastic all on the windows and wherever else it needs it. Put the mirrors back on the sides. Install the headlights. Clean up from all the slurry from the sanding. Put the fender liners back on. We also need to put those ground effect pieces back along the bottom. But I think I'm going to wait until after I put it on the trailer and take it to. I've got an appointment for next week to have the computer hooked up to an actual real system that can tell what's going on with the power steering and the brakes and all that stuff. So we'll know next week how much more money it's going to cost us to get it back to 100%. So right now, I'll just set up the time lapse and do a bunch of these small jobs. All right, so tomorrow I have to take the car in to get the computer checked on at the shop. Checked on the steering fault and the ABS lights and all that stuff. So I have to get this thing totally ready to get out of here. And then I'm going to take it outside, give it a wash, get all that old white junk off of it everywhere. And then put that mirror back on and use the back to black on this side plastic. And it should be ready to load up on the trailer. So let's get started.
Now, I don't know about you guys, but this is some interesting content. I mean, I could just sit here and watch this all day long. Couple of rags, wiping the car down. Oh, he walked around. Oh, now he's on the backside. Man, this is fun. If we had like 10 hours of this, we could just sit here and watch him wipe down the car all day. I tell you what, I would subscribe in a heartbeat. So, any of you guys that are watching this video, and you're looking forward to more stuff like this, too bad.
So here it is a little bit closer look. I don't know if you remember or not when we first got it and looked at that, all that from the trailer. You can see no reflection, or very obscured. Well, at least you can see a reflection now. So I'll detail this right side, and then we'll do a few. We got to clear the computer from the codes before I take it to the shop, and then it'll be ready to get out of here. I think I'm gonna put the emblems on the fenders too, and I'll show you that when I'm done detailing the other side. All right, so I think I'm done with everything. I've got the codes all cleared out, ready to take it to the shop. The only thing I've got left to do is this area here with the back to black. See how it's sun faded? We'll do that. And then I've got this area in here in the trunk to get all the white junk cleaned out here. And I think that's it. Hopefully when the hood comes back, I can just slap it on and slap the bumper on, and that'll be the end of it. There's what the difference is between before and after you use this. Okay, I use back to black, and that kind of cleans it and gets all the oxidation and stuff off of it. And then I used McGuire's mirror glaze, which is like a rubber conditioner on it after that. Just wipe it down with it, and it is quite a big difference there. So I don't know how long it'll last, but it looks good now. So I'm gonna do the other side. Well, while I'm waiting on the car to get back from the shop to get all the computer codes figured out, I figured I'd go ahead and put this bumper back together, get all the parts back on it, blinkers and grills and all that. And we'll have that out of the way, so when we get it back, all we should have to do is just snap it on there and screw it on, and we'll be done with that. Also, we got the hood back from Mike's the second time, and it looks good. Let me show you. There's the hood. Got it back in the basement again until the car gets back. But it has very little orange peel. Just looks really nice. So hoping that all I have to do, I'm sure I'm not going to sand or buff on it anymore. So I think it looks good. So I'm going to put it on and the bumper on when it gets back, and we should be good. And there it is, one more thing put together. Got a lot more of the parts off my workbench. That's not always nice. I have to, there's a couple spots here where the packing blanket rubbed it when the paint was fresh. I'm going to buff that out with that finest pad. I'm sure that won't hurt anything. And everything fit fine, so get the car back to be able to just snap it on. Well, I wanted to thank everybody for watching today's video. And I know you watched the whole thing, and we did a lot of stuff today. They're all different parts of the car. And I know one thing was going through your mind the whole time, and that is, where did he get that awesome shirt? Well, we've got them in gray, we've got them in orange, and we've got them in black. They're all available down below. If you click on our description, there's a link to the website where you can buy them, and we'll send them out. Thanks again for watching, and we really appreciate the support.
Next week on Rebuild It. Now normally at this point in time, I would be showing you what's going to happen in next week's video. All of the ups, downs, lefts, rights, and the occasional diagonal. But since we haven't filmed next week's video yet, you're left with the sound of my voice and the blank screen you're staring at. So, I guess I could just sit here and let you keep staring at this blank screen. Or, instead, we could watch this never-before-seen clip of me exiting the back of my father's 1966 Mustang GT. It's not pretty. Also, make sure to check us out on Instagram, where we post behind-the-scenes photos, sneak peeks, giveaways, and information on future videos. Thanks so much, everybody, for tuning in and watching this week's episode of Rebuild It. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any awesome content. Have a good one.